What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Companions, starring Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid, with the team behind Barbarian bringing this to you. A billionaire's death sets off a chain of events for Iris and her friends during a weekend trip to his lakeside estate. My best advice for you going into this movie, don't know anything about it. If you haven't seen the trailers, that's probably for your benefit. I saw the trailer and I knew one of the big twists, but I kind of blocked out the trailer because I feel like the last time I saw the trailer was about maybe a month ago, and I don't remember a single thing about the trailer. So now I've totally forgot about that big twist in the trailer. And this led me to having a really entertaining and really fun time in the theater. Companion is a really good movie. This is 2025's first banger. This movie is so witty and funny, unexpectedly funny. We're doing a lot of these movies now where there's like horror comedies, and it has a lot of jokes in here I found myself gut-bustingly laughing at. So many things, like the stupidity of these characters, the motives of these characters. I'm not laughing at the motives being bad. I'm laughing at like, oh, that's just insane, batshit crazy. And when you look at how the dialogue is delivered in the first half of the movie, you know that something is off. There's something very awkward about how everybody is talking to each other. You might not immediately pick up on it. I didn't immediately pick up on it, but there were certain words or phrases said where I said, that's a little weird. And that doesn't seem right. That doesn't flow within the natural conversation that these characters are having. And then big reveals happen and clever twists and turns along the way that I felt really enriched this movie. Really made it something that I was afraid it wasn't going to be. I thought that this was still going to be a really good movie, but it was just going to be one of those techno thrillers, techno horrors that really just regurgitated everything that we know about technology, why we have such a reliance on it. Something along the lines of Terminator or something last year like Y2K. What happens when these things become self-aware, maybe rise up? But what this movie really does that I thought was really clever is take the opposite approach of that and really make Sophie Thatcher, who is, minor spoilers, a companion robot, really gives you her perspective on everything. And you really latch on to her and how she views the world. And honestly, she views the world as if she's a human being. She's very unaware that she is a robot. And then you see the world from the perspective of the humans, that the humans are all assholes. Because that's what we are now. Maybe technology and robots should rule the world. If they're anything like this, maybe we're better off. Sophie Thatcher is so good in this movie. I really liked her in everything I've seen her in. She was in the Book of Boba Fett. Not a big fan of that show, but her in that show, she was really good. I liked her in The Boogeyman. Heretic, she was really good, and now this. She's like Jenna Ortega. She is now a new scream queen for this generation. She has to do a lot of different things here, and it's very hard to really tap into so many different aspects of the character that she's being asked to play. And she does it so wonderfully, almost as if it's natural, almost as if it's ingrained into her brain. Like, she's programmed to do it, no pun intended. Jack Quaid is in this movie, and once again, Jack Quaid, he's kind of typecast as Huey Campbell from The Boys or Richie Kirsch from Scream. We get the Richie Kirsch side of Jack Quaid in here, but you can tell that he just loves doing that anyways. He loves playing the typecast type of guy, and he relishes every moment that he is in this movie. He relishes every moment he gets to play that type of asshole, and that is what he is in this movie. He's just that type of asshole that you're just like, ugh, I want to grab you by the neck. This movie really goes to show how incel whack jobs, particularly neckbeard guys, oh great, I'm probably talking about myself, view technology in this day and age. They just kind of view it as something that like they can control, that because we're dominant over technology and robots, that we are the dominant beings. And that's what I liked about this movie. The perspective from Sophie Thatcher's character, Iris, which is an anagram for Siri, it's just Siri backwards, she doesn't have that perspective. And as I was saying before, I really love that. There were so many clever twists and turns to get you onto her side. That's what a movie like this has to do. It really has to get you onto her side and see the humans as the assholes that they are, I thought Companion was really fun. It had some really witty dialogue, some really sharp and clever twists and turns along the way. I didn't know where it was going. I thought it was going to really touch on themes that have been so repetitive and regurgitated in a lot of movies over the years, but it actually, to me, felt fresh. It felt like it was something new. And that's why I really, really dug this movie. Even if it might not be the horror that people really want it to be, it does have something to say. And there are some really gnarly, brutal moments when shit does hit the fan, and it really does get somewhat violent in some points, and that might actually appease some people, but it might disappoint some people too, because people are probably just going to want like a techno slasher or something. But this movie is more than that, and I appreciate it for that, because when you have the team behind Barbarian, they're going to make sure that it's something that doesn't feel like a flavor of the week or run-of-the-mill type of movie. They're going to try and make sure that it feels fresh and engaging, and that is exactly what Companion is, and I really, really enjoyed Companion with a full bucket of popcorn. So, guys, have you seen Companion? Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. I'll leave my link to my website in the description below as well. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex Madden, and I will see you at the movies somewhere.